Is your car billowing white smoke? Maybe you've noticed your engine temperature climbing faster than your bank account on payday. Well, stick around because today we're diving deep into one of the most dreaded phrases in the automotive world, head gasket failure. I'm going to show you exactly how to spot it, what causes it, and most importantly, how to avoid emptying your wallet on repairs. Let's start with the basics. What exactly is a head gasket? Think of it as your engine's ultimate peacekeeper. It's that crucial component sitting between your engine block and cylinder head, keeping everything in perfect harmony. Its job, making sure your coolant, oil, and combustion gases all stay in their own lanes. When this peacekeeper fails, well, that's when the real drama begins. Now, here's where things get interesting. Your engine might be crying out for help right now, and you don't even know it. Let's talk about those warning signs you absolutely cannot ignore. First up, white exhaust smoke. If your car's looking like a smoke machine at a rock concert, especially during startup, that's your coolant getting into places it shouldn't be. Sure, a little white vapor on a cold morning is normal, but if you're leaving a cloud behind you like a locomotive, we've got problems. But wait, there's more. Is your engine running rougher than a coffee date with your ex? That's another red flag. We're talking about rough idling, power loss during acceleration, and your fuel efficiency dropping faster than your smartphone's battery life. Here's something you might not know. Your cooling system is often the first to wave the white flag. If you're constantly topping up coolant like it's going out of style, or seeing bubbles in your radiator that look like a jacuzzi, your head gasket might be throwing in the towel. Hey, if you're finding this information helpful, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more automotive knowledge bombs. And speaking of knowledge, we've got a detailed article about this exact topic on yourmotorcare.com. Check it out for even more in-depth information and diagrams. Now, let's talk about what's actually causing these headaches. The number one culprit? Engine overheating. It's like asking your engine to run a marathon in a sauna. Something's bound to give, and that something is usually your head gasket. But here's the real kicker. Diagnosing a head gasket problem isn't always straightforward. Sure, you might have white smoke coming out your exhaust pipe, but did you know that contaminated oil is just as telling? If your oil's looking more like a chocolate milkshake than engine oil, you've got coolant where it shouldn't be. Let's talk solutions. Now, I know what you're thinking. Just throw some head gasket sealer in there and call it a day, right? Well, not so fast. While chemical sealers might work for minor leaks, they're about as reliable as a chocolate teapot for serious failures. The real fix? A complete head gasket replacement. Yes, it's expensive. We're talking anywhere from $1,000 to $4,000 or more, but it's still cheaper than a new engine. Speaking of expensive repairs, here's a pro tip. Prevention is always cheaper than cure. Keep an eye on that temperature gauge like it's your social media feed. Check your coolant levels weekly, and for heaven's sake, don't ignore that check engine light. By the way, if you're interested in getting any of the diagnostic tools or coolant system maintenance products we mentioned, you'll find links to all of them in the description below. And hey, if you're noticing your coolant mysteriously disappearing, make sure to check out our video on Why is my car going through coolant so fast? You'll find it linked in the end screen. Before we wrap up, remember this. A head gasket failure isn't just about the head gasket. It's about understanding your car's warning signs and taking action before your wallet takes a hit. Regular maintenance isn't just recommended, it's essential. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications to stay up to date with more automotive tips and tricks. Drop a comment below if you've ever dealt with head gasket issues. We'd love to hear your story. Stay safe on the roads, and remember, prevention is always better than cure. See you in the next video.